Hello, thank you so much for joining me today. You are joining me today on a trip to Cornwall, so I'm off to Falmouth to make a film. Now, you're not joining me for the film, but I thought whilst I'm down there, rather than waste the trip all the way down to Cornwall, it's a two odd hour drive, what I thought I'd do is I'd visit St Michael's Mount and see if I can get an image of that. Quite a rainy day today. They give forecast of rain until about 3-4 o'clock. It's now 10 to 12, so I should get down there about 2 o'clock. So hit and miss with the weather, but hopefully we can get an image of that St Michael's Mount before I go off to do this film. And yeah, I'm bringing you along with me for the photo. So yeah, let's roll that. I can't do epic B-roll because I'm in the car, but let's roll some B-roll. Where are you going, mate? Oh, you're going up there. Yeah, okay, I'm getting there. Thank you. Beautiful back lanes. Beautiful back lanes of Devon. Yeah, so let's roll that. Mediocre B-roll. I don't think it'll be any B-roll. We might just cut straight to there. Are we going to get there? Let me put my hand on the screen and do this cool YouTuber transition. Right, so we are here. I've got 1 hour to get the shot. It's windy as hell and it's high tide. So let's see what we can do. Right, so as you can probably see by the windsurfers in the background, it is very windy. We got a high tide and yeah, no light really. If you look at the area, cloud-wise, really thick cloud cover, so probably not going to get anything special, but at the end of the day, I was coming down to do a video, so this is just a little bit of a bonus. I'm sure I'm going to make something out of it, but maybe a long exposure. But the only thing is I've only got an hour because my ticket runs out in an hour, but I've got to be at the job in 2 hours and it's an hour from here. So compositionally, I don't know whether up here, just at the top, you can see, I don't know, there's a rock up there and some rocks coming up here that would make a good leading line. I've never been here before, so I don't know what it's like when the tide's out, where the best place is. I mean, I've parked all the way down there. Maybe there's a parking space up here that's probably better. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll make the most of it. Let's get some pictures.
I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. One more time, one more time. I need time, just a little more time. I need time. I need time, just a little more time. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Can I get up next to you? Up in the middle with the night texting you. Sky's looking clear for the night, set for two. Gotta mix a Henny with the Sprite, set the mood, set the mood, set the mood. Yeah, you're nice.
Right, before I go any further up, I'm just going to take a shot right here. So kind of diagonal with the water, with the rocks and the St Michael's Mount in the background. So I'm going to set that up. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get all the way up there, to be honest, and whether I've got enough time to get up there and back. So it might just be a shot here and then a couple of shots a little bit further up, depending on what this shot turns out like. So I'm going to get set up for that quickly.
Next to you.
So I'm bringing in this beach at an angle here with the rock on the top third. Now I don't know whether I go a little bit further down here to this part of the beach. It's a little bit wetter, but I don't know how far this water's coming in because it's a bit wet up this up to here. It looks a bit wet. I mean, if it's anything like the beaches where I am, the water can stay down there, then all of a sudden you'll just get one rogue wave come all the way up here. So I don't know, I might just chance it a little bit. Okay, so I've come down a little bit closer, and the waves are coming up enough. Now, on the back of the screen, there's nothing on this side of the image, which is a bit annoying. So I've got the rocks on the third and on the horizon. And then I'm hoping this water comes in enough just to bring that in, to lead your eye in towards the rocks and the sort of center of the image. But I don't know, because I need something really, there's no real foreground element that draws your eye and takes your eye out to the image, to the rock that I want, which is a bit annoying. I'm just going to take an image quickly because the sun's actually on it, which is a bit annoying, but long exposure, it could work okay still, so we'll give it a go and see what we can do. I'm going to start with a 10 stop ND filter for this and a polarizer and see what it looks like. Right, so we've got a 10 stop Lee filtering and a polarizer, and at the moment it's giving me this image, and I'll pop it up on the screen now. So we'll try a 15 stop, which works at about 6 minutes exposure. So at the moment we're looking at 2:15. I've got to leave at 5 to 3, so I should be able to get a few of those in. So I will set that up and we'll see what a 15 stop or a 6 minute exposure looks like. Right, we are taking our 6.5 minute exposure. Now when I set up, it was all in shade. So we were looking at 6.5 minutes with a 15 stop ND filter on. Since then, the sun has come out and it's looking, it looks great, but it's probably going to overexpose that. Now I am very limited on time, so I don't know whether to just cut that early and see whether it looks okay and then do another one if it doesn't, or leave it running the full 6.5 minutes and just hope for the best, I guess. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one with the change in light constantly. You just got to kind of try and gauge what your exposure is going to be, really. So I think what I'm going to do is the 6.5 minutes, and then I'll go from there and maybe adjust up and down to see, because I can always do a little bit in post, but I try not to get the image too dark or too light. I try and get it right in camera, because with long exposures especially, I just find they don't look the same as if you get it in camera. When you boost that exposure up, it just doesn't look the same. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have you tried it? Do you find that? Yeah. So I'm just going to wait for that one to pop up, and then I'll pop the image up on the screen. Looking good for time so far. So yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased to come today. Hedge your bets. What's it going to be? Is it going to be underexposed or overexposed? We got 28 seconds or 26 now left on the timer. Get your votes in now. I'm going for overexposed. I reckon it's going to be overexposed. I reckon I'm going to need a 5.5 minute exposure for this rather than a 6.5, which is what the app's telling me. So I'm using the Lee app, which gives you a rough idea. Obviously, it's dependent on weather. So I'm going to go under. So here we go. 2, 1. Oh, perfectly exposed. I've never been so disappointed with a perfectly exposed image. Anyway, I'll pop the final image up on the screen. Right, got to rush back to the car. Ticket's running out, but that's the quickest I've ever made a video in less than an hour. So it just leaves me to say thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Whoa, stones.